Hello and welcome to another video of no code app development, do it yourself. So in the last video, we talked about the database and to set up the database on Firebase. Next step is go to appgiver.com, appgiver.com and sign up for free. It's a free product. On the right hand side, you click on sign up, fill a form and validate your email. Once you're signed up, then go to AppGiver and you would see a screen like this. On the top screen, click on create new and we are going to create our BDCS learning app. From the mode, you can select the light mode or the dark theme. I'm going to select the dark theme and click on create. As soon as you click on create, it'll give you a screen like this. A quick walkthrough here. This is your canvas wherein you are designing the application, and the model that I'm going to be designing this application on would be for iPhone XR XS. But then you can pick and choose the application that you want to design for. You can design web screen, web-based, tab-based, OnePlus, and so on and so forth. So for now, I'm just focused on iPhone XR, but this is going to work for Android applications too. These are some basic components that are available, like button, container, list items. And then you can also install it from the component market. So if I click on this tab here, let me zoom it in a little bit. So on the left-hand side, if you click on component market, these are the components that are available for you to use as well. And some of these components, we're going to use it during our app building process. On the right-hand side is a property pane. We're going to discuss about this probably later. And then for each item, obviously there will be property. However, there is an action tab. The logic tab is at the end. So click on this, you will see another tab says logic, in which you can open a page, navigate back, set a data variable, call an HTTP. You can get a record and various other things that you can do. So for every component action, there is a logic, and we are going to talk about this as well. On the top, what you're able to see is a launch. Launch is for testing your application. Theme, you can modify your theme, which we are going to do as well. Navigation on the page. So the page at this point in time is an empty page. And you can see on the top here, this is an empty page. You can create a new page or rename the existing page, and then you can see what is available during navigation. So for now, I'm just going to call it as home page. Data, we're going to talk about this later. Authorization and community later. And one more quick thing is you see this toggle. So this is the canvas view and this is the variables view. So every page has app variables, page parameters, data variables, and translation variables. We'll talk about all of this as and when it comes. I want to focus this training on a very practical approach. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to build an app, and things that we touch, we will try to learn those things. So with that said, let's go ahead, and step number one is to get the data. So let me get the data. On the top, you click here, data. You should be in data resources, and just follow the video so that you can get accustomed to the look and feel and how I'm working. And I'm going to go very slow. So data resources, I clicked on this data. Step number one, data. So data resources, add data resource. Here, I'm going to add REST API direct integration. And this is the screen. In the resource ID, I'm just going to say master group or group master, right? So let's look at the database. Our Firestore data Firebase database is here. So master underscore group. I'm going to use this. So again, going back, master underscore group. Next, resource URL. So it's an interesting thing. So you're going to take this URL that we created earlier, then learn. So /learn/master group. Again, resource URL /learn/master group. See here. So use resource URL /learn/master underscore group. This is where you will get that JSON data. On the left hand side, click on get collection for now. Ignore others. We'll talk about this in our future videos. And in here, because you're going to get it in JSON format, just say .json. As I said, as you're going to get it in JSON format, just say .json. On the top, you click on test, run test. You will see the data has been pulled. Click on set schema from response, and the schema with the ID, group, and count has been set. So ID, group, and count has been set. So ID, group, and count. Once it is set, click on save. So I repeat it one more time, and then we'll pause this video. So I went to do the data, click on data, and then from this page, I clicked on add REST API direct integration. You can use other integrations as well. And then I named master underscore group. The URL from the Firebase. How did I make it? The URL learn and master. URL /learn/master group. I went to the get because you have to set the schema. .json. I tested it, run test, and I clicked on set schema from response. As soon as I did this, I get group ID and count, or ID, group, and count as the columns from the database. Click on save, and there is a small close button here. That means the data is set. I can validate by clicking on data and clicking on back. This should be set. In the next video, we're going to use this and create our first data pull. Thank you for watching.